Come on in. Join me. Come on in. Grab you some refreshments over there at the table. Yeah, there's some donuts and some coffee and a little tea. You know, I love me a little hot tea. Mmm. Yes. We thank y'all. Come on. Join me. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming in. Thank you for joining, some of you joining your partners. Yes. Oh, yes. We're going to have some fun tonight. Yeah, we're going to talk about breastfeeding and some of the shame that some people get from breastfeeding. I see your faces, I see already that some of you all have a little shame, huh? But we're going to see if we can conquer some of those stigmas that you all have. Yes, we're going to overcome those that shame and feel free to breast that feed at any time and anywhere. Yes. I know you encounter some people. I can see, when I'm out and about, you see people just looking, especially if the breast is uncovered, just looking around. They're like, I can't believe that they are doing that. But today, if you're a little ashamed today, I hope that when you leave here, that you will have no shame. The stairs will just be stairs. But today, we sometimes, I know y'all think about it because when I first got into this, I was like, you know, it seems that a long time ago, it didn't seem to bother anybody. Back in colonial times, children were being breastfed at any time. Mothers would be out because they were busy. They would get up like 5:30 in the morning doing farm work and busy and going about grocery shopping and stuff. And the so that it was nothing to just bring their breasts out and fed their children. At that time, people thought of breasts as, a creative thing to create it to just nourish your children, give them the nourishment they need. So, like the Puritans, they didn't care about that. They encouraged the women to breastfeed their children. And so when they encouraged them like that, there was no stigma on it. And they just knew that, hey, they were just there for feeding. But as time passed by, you know how people get. Time passed by and the war came. World War came. And women began to go in factories and do work and stuff like that. And it was becoming very hard for them to leave to go feed their children. So, us women, we got to get it done because we have to support our families. It's been done so long. So, as they were working in factories, people get ideas. So, they came up with some nipples and some bottles. Yeah, the famous nipples, even flow. Yeah. And during that time, scientists even started, checking into what was in breast milk, trying to figure out what constituted breast milk. And then they also started modifying animal milk to see if they could closely make it resemble human milk. So, they even used pediatricians. Yeah, it began to be a profitable business. So they started paying off, pediatricians. And they would tell pediatricians, get your patients to try this. It'll be easier with the war going on and them working in factories. It would be very easy, for them to feed their children, and they wouldn't have to worry about it. So more and more as women came in to get their babies checked up on, he would introduce them to the milk and the formula. He said it's very good for you, baby. It won't hurt them. Just go ahead and try it. And sometimes when you're working hard and it seems like something is a little easier, we will try it, the instant age. So women started breastfeeding. And the more they excuse me, women started. Okay, let me take me a little tea break. Yes, but women started using bottles and nipples, and they had little manufactured breast pumps, not like today. We have so much modern technology now, but they had breast pumps that would help them express their milk. But a lot of companies, factories wouldn't let them do it, so bottle feeding became a thing, and it was very profitable, and it was being dispersed at alarming rates. People were making money hand over fist. So women got away from breastfeeding. It was like a thing then. Grab a bottle, pack a bag, get it moving. You all know how it is. Yes, you all know exactly how it is. When you got to get up and go to work in the morning, you pre-pack that bag that night before, and so you were ready. Bottles ready, everything ready. So that became the norm. So, years passed and passed, and we got comfortable with the bottle. And it became very profitable. But in the last 15 years, a lot has come about. We have become into the knowledge. We read a little bit more now. I love a good book. So pick up a book and start reading about the nutrients. And we're in this healthy day and age right now. Everybody's healthy. They either vegan, pescatarian. You know how it is. But yeah, so we started reading more, and women got back to, okay, maybe my breast milk will be better for my child. Cow's milk is good for cows. Animal milk is good for different animals. So hey, maybe my breast is the best thing for me. So, and then we did a lot of studies. There are a lot of studies out there that show that breast milk is very good for children. It keeps down obesity. So and a lot of gestational and immuno helpful benefits, and it's very good for your babies. And it all, yeah, and you know how there are a lot of sudden death syndrome. They even have a low risk of sudden health death syndrome. So it is very good for your children. And as us women, we need that. And so as we and excuse me. And yeah, and for also tea break. Throat getting a little dry. Y'all excuse me. But yes, and also, it helps with, they've done studies that it lowers ovarian and breast cancer, very low risk in women who are breastfeeding, especially on long durations. And I think that is a great thing. And don't let people get you down. The thing about it that have come about during all those years that nobody was breastfeeding, you know how society is, and men, excuse me, men, but you all know, it got to be that they looked at breasts more as sex symbols. So it's nothing for you to see, hey, a woman walk around in a boxing ring holding up a sign with all her breasts hanging out, or people in football and stuff, women with all their breasts hanging out. So it just became a sex symbol. Women all across the cars and stuff with their breasts hanging out. So we have to change the mentality of society, and let them know that, hey, breasts are for nourishing my babies, and there are nothing wrong with that. So hey, I would like to see, as they have women sprawled all over cars, hey, put them across a bus with their feeding their children. Put billboards up all up and down the highway of women feeding their children. Wouldn't that be awesome? The more you see that, the more normal it will become. So feel free. And when you're out and about, hey, if you feel like you're ashamed, hey, take a friend with you. Take a friend that will encourage you. I know you guys got some friends. I know, because we all have that friend that, hey, forget them. Forget all about them. We are gonna do this thing, girl. So hey, whip out your breast and get to feeding your baby. Forget all the rest. So take steps. Do little things. Like, hey, stand in front of the mirror. Stand there with your breast exposed and get comfortable with yourself. Get confident with yourself. Say, hey, there's nothing wrong with this. My baby needs this. So, hey, I know I see you guys looking at you a little skeptical, but they also need you guys. Yeah. Encourage your partner. Be her strength. Be her backbone. And let her go out and feed her children in public. And the more this is done, the better it will get. So at this time, what do you guys think? Do y'all think are you all overcoming a little breastfeeding fear? Oh, I understand. Yes, I see some smiles on your faces. And that's a good thing. I know at the beginning it will be a little, ugh, but you can do it. You can do it. It is a great thing. It is very, very wonderful. And make sure while you're out and thinking about it and reading about it that you check all the laws. Because there's a law for each state and they may differ. But there is also a law, a public law. It's Public Law 10658, Section 647. In this law, it states that you can breastfeed in any federal building, on any federal property. So we can reintroduce the normality of the visibility of women breastfeeding in public. Yeah, so keep on. And when and others, that are here and you see women out breastfeeding, give them a smile. Give them a thumbs up, because that's a good thing. Yes. So as we go about our day, I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope it made you guys feel like you are ready to take the plunge. Yes, it's a great thing. Breastfeeding is wonderful. It is a very wonderful experience. And you know what? So let's strive together to make breastfeeding unremarkable. Yes. So I thank you guys. So as we sit and talk and we get over these fears, I want to thank you for coming and hanging out with me today. Yes, because breastfeeding is a very great thing.